The prosecutors indicated that he believes that the facts are evident. I haven't seen it. I know that there's been wrangling about discovery and evidence that has been obtained.
J. Prince Jr. and them, they cleared Boosie name up out of this whole thing because Boosie, he was one of the main ones right there. He was behind Duke the Jeweler, making the signals and whistling and doing things that it made a lot of people look at it as if it was a setup. Now, I wasn't there at the dice game, but from what they saying in these reports, they saying that Duke the Jeweler, he was supposed to make it back to his hotel room. Now, keep in mind, he didn't stay nowhere where Boosie and them knew where he was staying at. So they couldn't go there and try to rob him or try to take his jewelry or do anything like that. They couldn't have went to that public place and did that. That's why they did it behind closed doors, right there in there at that dice game that Boosie threw. They didn't all them ambulance pulling up to Boosie pool party. That's when everything transpired and everything went down. Everybody started saying, the eyewitness, they was right there. They saw everything. They saw the thing from the beginning. They saw when Duke the Jeweler first walked out the door and he went up to his car. Now, keep in mind, they already said that the dude had on a hoodie with one of them face masks on, one of them poo shiesties. That's the same dude that they said who ran right back to that black GMC truck. Now, keep in mind, they fingerprinted and dusted everything they needed to dust off that truck that Boosie them had that they tried to get rid of. They found the gloves and they found the surgical masks in the back seat. I want y'all to know this is a sad situation, but you can't hide no fingerprints if you done touched the glove and pulled the glove off your hand on the other side. It's sad, man, but they got them red-handed. They put themselves in this situation. I want everybody to know, if Boosie, if you really had something to do with this, J. Prince Jr., if you really had something to do with this, setting this man Duke the Jeweler up, y'all bogus for what y'all did, but if y'all ain't had nothing to do with it, and if the rumors ain't true, man, y'all gotta continue to do what y'all gotta do, but y'all gotta stop having them dice games. But I don't want to see that y'all had something to do with it because I used to listen to Boosie music. I thought that Boosie was a real one. Boosie, if you sent somebody out there to do it just as well as you did it, it's an accomplice. It's just like you paid him to do it, even if you ain't give him no money right there at the dice game, or if you ain't give him no money later on that day. You could have gave him $10,000 the next day. Now, keep in mind, the Fed said that once they reviewed the footage, they saw that it was multiple cameras in there from every angle watching the whole dice game. Whoever was in that back zooming in, watching Duke every move, you can see dude had on a yellow shirt. He walked from in the back. He walked to the dice game table, looked Duke up and down. Once he looked Duke up and down, you knew it was something. He saw Duke put that money in his shoe. And you already know how they is, man. They don't want you leaving with nothing. At least you could get them a gaffle or get them half of their money back. If they do lose or something, man, you coming out there to visit them now. You kind of was out of place by being somewhere where people don't want you winning, but they want to win your money, though. They want to take all your money. If you lose, and they don't want to give you none back. It's a fair game. You lose, I win. But if you win and they lose, that ain't fair. They need at least a piece or something back. Like, you got to understand, Boosie and them play a dirty game, man. And you got to understand, Boosie, everybody who was right there with Duke the Jeweler, everybody know for a fact Duke the Jeweler, he from 93rd, man. Like, at the end of the day, his people don't play no games. And even though Boosie came out there to Chicago and he did his little show and did that or whatever, we all know for a fact how it go. We know that they ain't finna play no game. They put themselves in this situation. And just because you ain't get touched that first time, that don't mean you ain't gonna get touched the second time. If you did have something to do with it. But if you didn't, then they can stop saying your name, but they put your name in it for a reason. And it's coming straight from Atlanta. I want y'all to let me know if you're a fan of Duke the Jeweler. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. This whole time, we knew that Boosie and them set up the dice game for Duke the Jeweler. But from what the feds just said today in the breaking news that they just dropped, they said that it was the girlfriend who was in connection with Boosie and them. She was keeping communication with J. Prince Jr. and Boosie after the situation happened. Now, keep in mind, when they looked through her phone, they saw that she was texting Boosie around the same time that they were supposed to hop on the plane. Now, I want everybody to know Duke the Jeweler didn't deserve to go out like that. Duke the Jeweler, he was a jeweler from Chicago, and if people don't know about Duke the Jeweler now, they gonna eventually see what really transpired and what happens at the dice games that Boosie and them throw. Now, keep in mind, it was a pool party. From the beginning, the Fed said that from the pool party, it led to a dice game all the way down to the girl setting up Duke the Jeweler. Now, keep in mind, they supposed to have to pay her off with $35,000, $40,000 or somewhere around that range. The Fed said that the eyewitness that was on the scene, they said that Duke the Jeweler went inside of the dice game with his bags, and he told Boosie, he handed Boosie the bag. As soon as he gave him the duffel bags, he took the book bag off his back. He instantly told Boosie, like, hey, Boosie, you'll put this somewhere where it's safe because everything that I worked so hard for is in this bag. Now, keep in mind, Boosie, he looked at it as if it was a lick. He looked down like, you said everything up in there, it reminded me of Paid in Full. Oh, 15 bricks up in there right now. Like, at the end of the day, it's sad the mentality that Boosie and them be having with people that they feel that they could get over on just because Duke the Jeweler ain't had nobody right there with him who could actually defend him or help him. Just because the girl was with him, it made Duke the Jeweler vulnerable to everything that was going on. Now, they said that Duke the Jeweler only brought a girl out there because he wanted her to see that he know famous people. He knows some rappers. He rock with Boosie hard. Boosie rock with him hard. Once he met J. Prince Jr., that's when it all went down because he didn't know his girl knew J. Prince Jr. Now, this is all a pot mixed with BS. Everybody knew for a fact you can't have all these people with money and then one person who's from another state, he getting money, but he out here naked. He ain't got nobody with him. He ain't got no weapons or nothing. You can't have them in the same room together gambling, thinking that it's going to end a correct way to where won't nobody get hurt or won't nobody go to jail. Now, keep in mind, Boosie nephew, he has to go to court in November. And I want y'all to know, I can't wait to see what they say about Boosie. Is they gonna implement Boosie name in this? I want y'all to hit the like button if you feel that Boosie set up Duke the Jeweler. Because as soon as they go to court, once they say what they gotta say on that stand, they're gonna just say you guilty or you innocent. And then you're gonna have to leave and come back. They're gonna either hold you or let you go out on bond. Now keep in mind, old girl, she gonna eventually get a bond, but Boosie nephew, they said that he bonded out. Once he bonded out, he just going back and forth to court trying to actually get a date set so that he can be able to, you feel me, do a jury trial. They found the gloves and they found the surgical masks in the back seat. I want y'all to know this is a sad situation, but you can't hide no fingerprints. If you done touched the glove and pulled the glove off your hand on the other side, it's sad, man, but they got them red-handed. They put themselves in this situation. I want everybody to know, if Boosie, if you really had something to do with this, J. Prince Jr., if you really had something to do with this, setting this man Duke the Jeweler up, y'all bogus for what y'all did. But if y'all ain't had nothing to do with it, and if the rumors ain't true, man, y'all got to continue to do what y'all got to do, but y'all got to stop having them dice games.